so this is what I'm up to today.
Sorry guys, I missed a video last week, so what I like to do is when I miss one, I like to make sure I put a third video up. Today you can see in this picture, I'm basically working on cutting trees down. I cut, I would say, a tenth of this pocket of apple trees here. And it doesn't look like much, but the apple is very stiff wood, and you can see the pile that I have on the other side of the fence. This barb I also tensioned with a tool I actually saw on How Farms Work, the tool they were using for tensioning the wire. I got that, and it seems to work pretty well. So I'm just showing you guys as I walk along here. The visual is a little dark. I don't know if it was to do with the sky being gray or the light coming in the wrong way. Anywho, I'm going to try and improve that too. I left the branches here, or the stubs, so that I can pull them out with the tractor. Normally I'd cut them really short, but I eventually want to be able to either aerate or till this so that I can reuse the field a little better. So I left the stumps up so I can pull them out. That's why they're up like that. I did use the chainsaw. I used 2 or 3 tanks, and I had to sharpen the blades, and then the blade came off. It was a bit of a mess. But what's happening here, guys, is the cattle are getting their head and sticking it under the fence, and they're so freaking strong, they're lifting the posts out. So that's why that post is leaning here. I had to put a bunch of T-bars in here, and these are older posts, so you put a bunch of T-bars in and it helps. It's just, it's not a permanent solution. We're looking at putting electric fence in. I just don't want to do it in late fall when you're going into winter. So that's why I haven't really put electric fence in. Also, there's a lot of old fencing in here, and the last thing I want is to put electric fence in for it to be grounded all the time. So it's something that takes prior planning. And right now, the only reason why they try and escape through this fence is because these frickin' apple trees. Wild apple trees are everywhere, and they get addicted to the sugar. And anybody doesn't know, cattle stomachs, basically, when they get the sugar, they have a fermenting system kind of like beer, and it produces alcohol in their stomach, and they get addicted to the alcohol, and they go nuts for them. So they dug this post out, and they basically slipped under the fence. I have fixed it up. I don't have video of it, but I did get that fixed up with T-bars. I ripped that wood out and put new T-bars in there just to redo the fence. I do like putting a line of barb across the top because it kind of deters them a little bit, because they stab their nose, because they investigate things with their nose. Here's another post that they dug out. I'm just walking up the hill here. This is this corner that I pointed out in my plans for 2016's video. That's this corner that I'm working on, trying to clean out the trees. I was just working on the chainsaw a little bit just to get it going again so I could finish off. Luckily, I had a family member help me out and try and clear out a little trees. As I chopped, he'd move it out of the way, and eventually I'll get it burned. But yeah, I was just trying to clean this out so that there's enough room for a pathway, so at least a truck can get through there. That's the overall plan. So if you're running fence wire, it's not such a bugger, and you don't have to do it all by hand. So that's why I'm walking up here, just to show you guys. The other problem here is when they did clearing these fields, they put all the stones on this fence line, so you can see all the stones here. So if you start driving posts in the wrong spot, it's just, you're gonna hit you're gonna hit stones a lot. So yeah, guys, I'm just clearing that out, and you can see here there's still a lot of trees to go, but I just want to get the overall strip of truck length width across all the fences. So that's the plan for the day. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Feel free to comment, rate, and subscribe.